Hello. I am Dionis du Séjour. I am the uncle of Sarah Cretinon, which is in your classroom, I think. Sarah is my niece, and I would say my favorite niece. And I have special interest in your University of Guadalajara in Mexico, because not only my favorite niece, Sarah Cretinon, is following your classes, but my son, Bruno, is also in your university. And I don't know exactly which classes is following, but I know he is trying to be a member of your American football team. Well, I am talking to you at the special demand of Sarah because she told me that you were working on campañas políticas, on political campaigns, and I'm glad to give you the point of view of a French political man. Let me introduce myself. I am 54 years old, and I am a member of the French National Assembly. I am doing my second mandate. I've been elected for the first time in 2002, and I've been re-elected in 2007. I'll try to be re-elected for the third time in 2012, that is to say next year. In the same time, I'm the mayor of the main town of my constituency, which is located in the southwest of France. My town, which is my native town, is Agen, which is populated with 35,000 of inhabitants. I am in the French Parliament. I am the Vice President of the Economic Commission of our National Assembly. So I can say I'm rather a specialist of the agricultural, energetics, and also information topics and problems. Sarah asked me to tell you why we are using more and more the social networks. I can see three main reasons for using all the social networks and websites increasingly. The first reason is clearly and simply to meet the French people where they are. France is a country of 63 millions of people, and it's about 40 millions of French people who are daily internauts. So it's internet and the web is clearly like a huge marketplace where you can send a message and get in touch with the French people. The second reason for using the social network is clearly to get in touch with specific communities which are traditionally distant from the political life, and especially with the young people. In France, the young people are not going to the political meetings. They are not reading the daily press. So it's clearly difficult for political men to get in touch with them, and social network is clearly one way to have a dialogue with them. The third reason for using the social network is clearly an economic reason. It's very cheap to use social networks, and it's with no doubt cheaper than using the traditional means of campaigning like posters or newspaper. And the third reason is especially important in a country like France, where you have special legislation for campaigning, and where it is strictly forbidden to go over a certain amount of money for an election. To take an example, to have an example, for the election of a member of parliament, you cannot go over a ceiling of 60,000 euros for the expense of your election, and to produce a traditional paper and to send it to all the family of your constituency is about 20,000 euros. So you're consuming 1/3 of your total budget just in the production of a newspaper. So it's much more efficient and much cheaper to use the social network. Well, to be honest, using social network is not contradictory with a more pressing the flesh in traditional campaign, and people are still very demanding of getting physically in touch with a candidate. So I think a winning campaign in the years we're coming will be a good mix between use of social networks and a physical presence in the good spot. Just a word to finish about the specific role of each tool, and first the website. If you have time, you can go on my website www.jeandionis.com. We have invested a lot of time with my parliamentary team to build this site, and we've reached 20,000 visits per month, which is clearly one of the highest score for a member of parliament in France. We've given the central roles of archives to our website, and we're concentrating on this site every speech, every photograph, every video who have a certain interest. Then came Twitter. Twitter it's very convenient to control your information directly, and to avoid to pass by the filter of newsmen or news agency. So it's very convenient for a political man who doesn't want to have his information transforming by a newsman. It's a very good means to as a tool of survey, very quick survey. You're in touch with the latest news much more quickly than in listening to the radio or watching the television, and finally, it's a very good tool of communication between political men and political women and newsmen or newswomen. Well, Facebook, it's a totally different story. Facebook is clearly the favorite tool of specific communities, and to be honest, the favorite tool of the young people, of the youngster. And you have to remember the difficulty for a political man or a political woman to get in touch with the teenagers or with the people who are in their 20s or 30s. So it's a very good way for political men to get in touch with the young people, and young people are voters when they are over 18 years old. Well, that is the very short introduction I wanted to tell you directly about the use of social networks. If you want to pursue this dialogue, I am, of course, okay to do it. as you like on